Trying to help
Put
yourselves
these right
there.
here. Over there. Yeah.
Now I'm going to put my scallops into the pan. Okay.
If you help yourselves there, and then I'll cut this
Okay.
one up over here.
Just if you're cooking fish, season it
Okay.
just before you cook it. If you season it beforehand, what happens? It draws out the water, and then the water does not really like oil, and it spits and it doesn't seal properly. So you dry the fish first, and then you put it into the pan. Okay. The drier the fish going into the pan, the better it is. Okay. Now you're all going to
I think
get away with tasting that.
It's incredible how tender it is. See the way the knife just cuts through it like butter. It's beautiful.
Okay, so we're going to put a little bit now of lemon juice. A little bit of lemon juice, or some white wine will do. A little bit of white wine. I'm going to make an emulsion, okay? Some white wine, some whole butter. Okay. What happens when an oil and liquid boil together? You get a kind of what they call an emulsion, a thickening of the liquid. Okay. Now you can see the scallops are. The thing is about scallops, you've got to cook them evenly on both sides. Okay. Just don't. Most people kind of panic, cook them too much on one side and then not the other. And the other thing about cooking is that make sure that you control the heat. Just turn it down. Things don't need as much heat as people think, and people kind of throw it in, and they get all flustered, and it's burning, and what do I do? And it ends up like burned.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's it. Yeah.
How many seconds would you say on each side?
I know, about a minute and a half, I'd say.
Altogether?
Yeah, absolutely. 2 minutes, maybe. These are nice big scallops. Okay. Now we'll have this will start to. Okay. You can see the liquid.
Some wine in there with the...
Some wine. White wine. A little bit of butter. Okay.
Ooh,
We're going to put with this, we're going to put some... going to do some scallops with cauliflower puree. Scallops go really well with cauliflower puree. And what we're going to put with it as well is we're going to put a few capers. We're going to put some white raisins, okay, left in a little bit of sweet wine. So what am I doing here? I am creating a sweet-sour effect, okay? These capers are sour. Lemon, nuggets of lemon, little chopped piece of lemon, a little bit of lemon juice, okay? All right, and you can see that liquid there, it's at emulsion stage, okay? It's thick and it's glossy, okay? Now you need to stop it at that, because what happens if you keep cooking it, all that happens is you get a reduction of all the water goes out, and you're just left with like a clarified butter, okay? I'm going to leave that there. Now we'll take these scallops out.
How are you all getting on here? You didn't
We'll leave
like
them
that
on
at all,
a...
did you?
They can't touch it, Ross.
Ah.
Us too.
They hated every minute of it.
Delicious?
It's
Oh, thank God
disappearing
for
at
that.
a
Thank
frightening
God for that.
rate.
Have you had beef cheeks before? No? And would you
Okay,
have
we
it
just
again?
warmed our puree, okay?
There we go.
What we're going to do is, if you want to make a nice fancy design on the plate, you just put your little bit of puree here,
It's
okay?
it's
In
the,
one lump,
event guide.
and then you take your
It's in the event
spoon
guide.
and you run it through it, okay? Nice smooth puree, okay?
So just so that you know, the recipe for the beef cheeks is in the event guide. So make sure you've got a copy of it. And I think, have you got beef cheeks here today at your stand? But you can order them.
Yeah.
What number is your stand? Number 14. So if you want to order beef cheeks.
The recipe, folks, is in the guide, and the wine is just over there. It's the Penfolds Bin 28 Kalimna Shiraz. Just over there if you want to. If that little taste you got wasn't enough for you, over there, that's the place to go.
So now I've just put my emulsion on, okay? Which is the butter with white wine, some capers, some raisins left in sweet wine. Then we're going to complete the dish with a nice bit of the old pork. Bacon and scallops are a beautiful classical accompaniment. The saltiness and the lovely pork flavour. A few marinated rings of shallot. That's marinated just in just a bit of white wine vinegar and a little bit of sugar. Cook them until they are melted together, and then we're just going to put a little bit of coriander cress on it. Okay.
Beautiful.
And so, using the same puree, you have two dishes and cauliflower puree is exceptional accompaniment
That's
to.
absolutely beautiful, doesn't it?
Okay.
Fantastic.
So you have the
Now-
flavour of the cauliflower, the scallops, the sweet sour emulsified butter with capel or raisin, the salty succulence of the pork, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something new today, and thank you very much for coming. Greatly appreciated.
Thanks very much indeed, Ross Lewis. Thank you all very much. We've lots of master classes going on as well upstairs in the Marion Suite, which you can access from the stairs over there, and more demonstrations later this afternoon as well. Thanks very much for coming. Thanks very much indeed to Ross Lewis. I know he's very busy. Thanks very much.